block is knocked off?
Sure, but you can press it right back on again. It's just part of the action with the world's only boxing robots, the Rock'em Sock'em Robots by Marx. Takes 2 managers to handle the fighters and lots of skill to win. With these control levers, you can keep your fighters in motion to duck punches. When you press this plunger, he throws a right uppercut. Press the other plunger and there's a left jab. Lots of exciting action and fun for everyone when the world's only boxing robots battle it out.
The blue bomber's looking for an opening, and there it is. That's the end of round 2.
Just push the flying head back and you're ready for round 3.
Boy, this is the greatest.
You bet. The world's only boxing robots. Get the Rock'em Sock'em Robots by Marx.
Why don't you frickin' go down?
Now, for the thousands in attendance and the millions watching around the world, ladies and gentlemen, let's get ready to rumble!
In the private sector, businesses are built on accountability. But accountability is a foreign language in Washington. Obamacare is a disaster, but the president won't admit it. The debt's out of control, and neither party has stopped it. Kay Hagan enabled President Obama's worst ideas. She refuses to clean up his mess. So you and I have to clean up hers. I'm Thom Tillis. I approve this message, and that's why I'm running for the U.S. Senate.
In North Carolina, we teach our kids to get along and behave. Now that's a lesson they need in Washington. Luckily, our Senator Kay Hagan is teaching them a thing or two. She stepped up and helped pass a budget bill that finally put our economic security first. Kay Hagan helped bring people together and got results. She knows if our kids can learn to get along, so should Congress. Call and thank Kay Hagan for putting us first.
One of my first elections happened in a public school, president of the PTA. Senator Hagan's ads don't tell you that. Her whole campaign is built on falsehoods. We increased school funding by $1 billion and raised teacher pay, but Hagan calls that a cut. I've worked with both parties, but Senator Hagan's record is different. She voted the Obama party line 96% of the time. I'm Thom Tillis. I approve this message. I'll stand up to the president, and I'll stand up for you.
I'm Kay Hagan. Speaker Tillis should be ashamed for running an ad that says I would let our soldiers die in vain. That is outrageous. North Carolina's military family is my family. My husband served, and I have 2 nephews on active duty. On destroying ISIS, I've been clear and decisive, supporting airstrikes and aggressive tactics to eradicate them. I approve this message because I'll stand up to anyone when it comes to protecting our military, and Speaker Tillis knows that.
Hey, me again. Remember, Kay Hagan votes with Obama 96% of the time. 96%. She works more for Obama than us. Let's fire Kay Hagan.
He is campaigning on a promise to take that destructive agenda to Washington. We say North Carolina's the state where the weak grow strong and the strong grow great. Speaker Tillis feels that those who have the most, they should get the most help. I believe that our middle class comes first and that everyone deserves the opportunity to grow both strong and great.
Speaker Tillis. Thank you, George, and thanks everybody for joining us. Last week, President Obama said every one of his policies, every single one of them, are on the ballot this November. Senator Hagan's voted with President Obama 96% of the time. She served as a rubber stamp for President Obama's failed policies. She promised she'd go to Washington and get things done, and she's failed her promise, or she's broken her promise. We need a senator that knows what it's like to struggle to make ends meet while going to college and raising a family. I've done that, and I've realized the American dream. When I was in the legislature, I fulfilled my promise to cut spending and to cut taxes and to get people back to work. We need to do that same thing in Washington. Senator Hagan went to Washington. She promised us she'd be different, and she broke her promise. If you want the same failed policies of President Obama, you'd vote for Kay Hagan. If you think it's time to change the direction of this country and make it great again, I hope you'll vote for Thom Tillis.
Okay.